Hello and welcome to the next episode of EverQuest Next Landmark. In today's episode we will be discussing the proposed payment methods set out by the development team. Now before we start, these are just proposed plans. They're not concrete and have only just been shared with the closed alpha players. This is to help guide them on what would be best going forward. Depending on when you're watching this video, it could already be out of date. Regardless, I felt this was a good opportunity to use the small community developing around these videos to give our ideas into a coherent manner and then pass them on to the development team. I've actually had to separate this episode into two parts, as I wanted to have one that was both informative and one that was more my own opinions. In future I might combine these, but in this instance I felt it best to separate them. So first up, let me explain the current plans thus far. Phase 1. This was all about founder packs. As the developers put it, everyone in Alpha bought a backstage pass so that they could hang out with the band and influence their music. I think it's good that they're open about this. A lot of games have been asking people to pay for the privilege of helping them. I don't think this is a problem, but a company has to be upfront about their intentions, and this reads clear as day. As for phases 2 and 3, this is mostly why I've made separate videos.
Stay on target.
Seriously though.
Stay on target.
Very well. Phases 2, he says with a glare in his eye. It consists mostly of cosmetics. You can buy new clothing that will just have an aesthetic value. The actual stats that will be on that will be shared with other gear in a kind of transmogrify mechanic. Also in phase 2 is the fantastical notion that you can now buy resources. Yes! This links in with phase 3 where you have time shortcuts. So essentially if you're missing any of the ingredients or you want any of the items that you can craft, you can just press a little button in the UI and pay for it with your real money. Yeah. Again, I'm just going to have to stress these are plans. They're not actually what they're doing yet. Things pick up again at phase 4. This is the introduction to the player marketplace, where people can sell items, resources, and even templates that they've constructed to other players. And this can be either for a virtual currency, or as Dave Georgeson puts it, you can amass a real fortune by selling this for real money. And if we take into consideration, again, the amount of money that's been thrown about with player created items for things like Dota 2, some people are going to make a heck of a lot of money this way, and I think it's fantastic. Obviously the EverQuest team will take a cut of the sale, and if it's a lucrative marketplace, this could be a massive amount of money for them and a massive amount for people. Phase 5 is introduced at the end of closed beta. This includes the conveniences that we normally expect from a AAA title, so you'll have name and gender changes, but they'll also introduce things like claim flags. They'll also introduce things like sound and music packs for your claims, which is really exciting. And there are also bigger ticket items like cosmetic pets as well. They might introduce mounts further down the road. We don't know this, but I would say they'd introduce something along that line. This would run no doubt until commercial release. If you're interested in what I think about these proposals in a more informal manner, then please click the annotation in the video now. But otherwise, thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. And if you're feeling very generous, then you can leave me a comment in the section down below. Thank you and goodbye.